Welcome to Happy Valley, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the most passionate fan bases in all of college football. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Georgia State Panthers. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. And he's going to run it back. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete. This offense has a second down play. Looking for space, it's Harris. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. He'll try to pop the draw. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Wow, what a big play by that defender. And how about the hit stick tackle? Woo! That ball carrier is going to remember that.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Knocked down for the tackle. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Starts to scramble to the left. He'll pull it down. At the 45 on his way. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
The Nittany Lions are flying down the field. Motion from the offense. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy's speed is a problem.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to pass, it's Cooper. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Man, Penn State is known for its defense, right? Tough, physical, they can stop the run, and they can get after the quarterback, and they do it from the linebacker position. You think about the legacy this school has had at that spot. This guy right here, he fits into exactly what they want a linebacker to be, and the ability to get after the QB is a big part of it.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Just missed his man, gave him just a... Too much.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes a move. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more. Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Witherspoon. He finds his man. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
The play action fake. Looking for space to the left. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. And the Panthers will have it 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. The aerial assault continues. He's moving out of the pocket. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that throw.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Slips a tackle. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Penn State 7, Georgia State 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Back to pass, it's Witherspoon. Zings it complete to the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And that ball's free behind the line. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job.
He's loose. Big gain on that one as he steps. first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Looking to go up top on first down. And wings it incomplete. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't...
Just destroying his way through the field. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Panthers!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Takes a handoff. It's Harris. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
And they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Witherspoon. Gets it to the back. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Give to the back. creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. It's complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
The Nittany Lions are on the move. Going up top on 1st down. Buys a little time. Quickly out to the tight end. Knocked off his feet. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Witherspoon. They'll run the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's got his man. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Quarterback keeps it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape.
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. Boy, I really wasn't expecting a run there. Most teams in that situation look for the quick pass to pick up the 1st down.
No doubt, because you drop your quarterback, you can throw the ball really quickly, or he can take off and run the football. So a little bit more one-dimensional when you run the football, but if you do it successfully, it works. If nobody says anything, everybody's happy.
They'll try to get the edge on the left. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And he puts through the extra point.
Penn State 14, Georgia State 7.
they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to...
He's looking deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Still running at the 40. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They'll throw it on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the pass is intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
It's not easy. When those quarterbacks are on the move to set their feet, square their shoulders, it's a difficult task. That's why defensively you want to do this. You want to flush guys outside of the pocket, get them on the move, cut off half the field, put them in a little more predictable situation, and try to make that INT.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To throw, it's Witherspoon. He'll take the deep shot. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking for a crease. It's King. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Penn State 21, Georgia State 7.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
On second down, wants to throw. Feeling some heat. Makes his connection. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Comes out throwing on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Trevino.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's Jamison. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes downfield. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
They're going to throw it again. Quickly to the tight end. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. This ball is picked off in the end zone, but no, he's out of bounds. The quarterback very fortunate to get away with that throw. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? They'll try to run for it. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll call for the fair catch here. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. The hand to the running back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Now on 2nd down after the short completion. Dropping back, it's Witherspoon. Looking for a huge play. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The quarterback's a little more on target there. But it's an incompletion.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Throws to the tight end. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Witherspoon. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Gets it out fast.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Crosses the 45. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. The Panthers are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Got his man quickly. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Off play action on first down. On the move, he fires. Got his man. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's King. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there.
Brings up
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on second down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is third and goal. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll set up to throw. He's got it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And you had to. The offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Power football with the run. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk-aversive, but it is good field position. First down for this offense. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Getting some heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
On second down, looking again to throw. The sure hands, it's King. Strong, firm tackle.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Makes the grab over the middle. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Kansas is getting dominated today. And, you know, the folks in Lawrence deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 14 to NC State. The landscape of college football will change dramatically with the outcome of this one, and we will keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking for a man. It's Witherspoon. This time it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Curl route seems simple, but when you time it like that so it's right on him, man, that's a tough play to stop.
And give the receiver a lot of credit, too, because he knew where the sticks were. He got his depth on the route, and then he came back to the football.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quick strike complete. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And a chance, perhaps, to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. These corners going to give these receivers some space. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
Fakes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He'll throw on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And they're going to send the field goal unit out. It's a fake, going for the sticks. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. And they're sending out the field goal unit, which an optimist might say was speculative, and a pessimist would say, you're nuts. As to be expected, nowhere close to being good from that distance. And after the missed field goal, this lead is still at 12, guys.
Hey, college football's fun, right? You know, records are made to be broken. 70 plus, not likely, but you know what? A for effort.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Off the play fake on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.